What's up, movie crew? So recently, someone that I follow on Instagram, Lunchbox Movies, posted a picture of their favorite steelbooks. And I own a ton of steelbooks. So I thought, I'm going to do a picture and post mine on Instagram. And it was like, go for it. I thought for a minute, why not make a video as well? Now, in the post that Lunchbox Movies did, there were 6 steelbooks. Since I own a ton and I was trying to do some level of even grounds here between the steelbooks I think are the best looking steelbooks in my collection and movies, yeah, these are all just movies, that I genuinely enjoy watching. So I went with 8. Because some of these, while they're great movies, I might not watch them as much as I watch some of the other things I own. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. Into the Spider-Verse. So this, hands down, is my favorite Spider-Man movie. And let me get the digital code out of there. There's the inside artwork. So when this first came out, I missed out on the steelbook. And there's the disc artwork for the Blu-ray. The DVD doesn't have any disc artwork. So I missed out on this one. I was very upset with myself. I thought, all right, you know what? I am willing to spend the money and get a copy off eBay. No, it wasn't. Nope. They were going for a pretty decent price. I was very, very fortunate. Best Buy restocked and I was able to get it for 14 bucks. The next one, I know this one's no longer being produced. And before someone asks, because someone asked when I mentioned owning this, no, I am not selling it. Transformers the movie. And yes, I'm probably going to get the 4K steelbook that's coming out this year for the most recent anniversary edition. So, when this came out, the Best Buy near me didn't even have the regular Blu-ray in stock. It was just, you get a steelbook or you don't get a thing. So, I won't going to take any chances. Inside artwork, you got Autobot on one side, Decepticon on the other. So I think I paid like 30 some odd dollars for this thing when it came out. Just because I didn't have any other options. Now this next one, again, I do want to say I like this movie. So do not think that just because I'm saying something about the looks of the steelbook that I hate the movie. I can tell you now, if I don't like a movie and it's got a nice looking steelbook, I'm not buying it. But this one's probably one of the lesser watched movies in my collection, and it's definitely one of the least watched ones out of the stuff I'm showing you today. But we've got to give credit where credit is due. This Sleeping Beauty steelbook is a work of art. I think I got this a couple months after its release. Best Buy was doing a random sale on their steelbooks and some of their 4K stuff for like 2 days. So I managed to get this and a couple other things. There's the Blu-ray. There's the DVD. And there's the inside. And so again, Sleeping Beauty is a classic. let's just go ahead and get that part out of the way now. But, like I mentioned, one of the reasons it's on this list is because that is one of the best looking steelbooks I own. The next one, not my favorite steelbook in my collection, but it is one of my favorite movies in the MCU. And out of the steelbooks they have made for this particular movie, this one's probably my favorite, and that is Ant-Man. So around the time Civil War came out, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man all got new steelbooks. The PIM technology. Now, to anyone who does like the first one that came out, where it's just a plain steelbook and then you got Ant-Man like that big on there, that's fine. And the 4K steelbook that's got the original box art, I've got that one too. But out of the steelbooks that I have featuring Ant-Man, this one's probably my favorite. So the next one, again, definitely a movie I love. I wish I could watch this more often, but it has a 3-hour runtime, and I don't always have 3 hours to spare to watch a movie like this. But this one's in here for a couple of different reasons. One, it is one of the first steelbooks I ever got. At least to my knowledge, it's one of the first steelbooks I ever owned. And it also has a bunch of goodies. Scarface. So there's the front of this one. There's the back. This one came with a bunch of art cards. And this is only one of 2 movies that I'm showing off that feature goodies and stuff with it. But the version that I have of Scarface, you got the original, and you got the 1980 version, and you've got the 1933 version. And let's take out that DVD. There is the entirety of the inside of the steelbook. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite steelbooks. And to my knowledge, I don't think you can get the original version of Scarface with the movie anymore. At least the gold edition that I recently got for 4K doesn't feature it. Oh, and I also want to point out, because I know someone's going to say something. Yes, I do keep my steelbooks in protective covers. However, they do cause a glare, so for the sake of this video, I took everything out of the covers in advance so I could show them off, because I know I was going to show off the inside artwork as much as the outside. So this one you've already seen on one of my other videos, but this one is probably one of, if not my favorite steelbook in my collection. And that's the Mondo Batman v Superman steelbook. It's got a nice little clear slip cover. Got the Batman standing in front of the word false god being spray painted on Superman. Got the entirety of the outside. Unlike the American releases, the Mondo steelbook has artwork on the discs, which is something I thought was nice. And there is the inside. I'm going to keep that one a little more brief just because I've already shown this one off in another video. I'll have that video attached at the end of this one. Also, it's going to be making another appearance in a future video. Possibly. I'm not sure which video is going to go up first between this one and the other one, so This could be the third time you see that video, or that steelbook in a video. So this one is the second of two that I'm showing off that have goodies included. So I bought this one just because I thought it looked kind of cool, and I don't remember picking up a steelbook for this one when it first came out. There might have been a steelbook option. I genuinely don't remember. But I got the first Kingsman movie from Manta Lab. There's the front. This is a lenticular box. So there's the back. I'm going to be a little careful on how much I show off on that part because that's... So here is the actual steelbook. There's the front. There's the spine. And there is the back. On the inside, got a little lenticular card. Got some postcards and some trading cards. The disc is the exact same version as the one that first came out. And there's the inside of the steelbook. So in addition to the steelbook coming in a lenticular box, also came with a little booklet. Manners maketh man. So you got a couple of essays in there. Not an easy thing to open, but still a pretty cool thing. So this one's probably the one that I think a lot of people will like the most out of my collection that I'm showing off. But the next thing I'm going to show off, and I'm kind of cheating here because this is not a steelbook. The last thing I'm showing off is going to be a Metalpak. And the reason I'm showing this one off is because it took me forever to find this. When I first really started getting into steelbooks, it was already after this particular thing had went out of print. And it is not American, it came from France. And trying to find a French website that I could translate into English without any issues, or finding someone that speaks English so I could talk to them because I don't know French, was not easy. In fact, I even bought this once thinking I was getting this, and I ended up getting the regular version in French. I was very, very annoyed. But definitely the most prized thing in my steelbook Metalpak collection. Justice League Flashpoint Paradox Metalpak. So there's the front. There's the spine. There's the back and all of its French text that I can't read because I'm American and I don't speak French. And yes, I am aware there are Americans out there that can speak French. I am not one of them. And there's the inside of the Metalpak. But this was definitely the most difficult thing that I have ever tried to get my hands on. Not only was I trying to find something that had ceased production a few years prior, but trying to find it and find someone that I can communicate with. Not an easy thing. But this one is definitely the most prized piece of my movie collection. Just because of everything I went through to get my hands on this thing. And definitely my favorite is just, as far as overall, would be Batman v Superman, because this is a movie I genuinely enjoy. And the steelbook looks amazing. But that's going to do it for this one. Again, I want to give a shout out to Lunchbox Movies. I will have the Instagram page in the description below for anyone that's on Instagram that wants to give Lunchbox Movies a follow. If you are also on YouTube or if you're on Instagram, take a picture of your favorite steelbooks in your collection. These are the ones that, like I said, are some of the ones I enjoy watching, and some of them that are just some of the best looking steelbooks in my collection. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me some of the steelbooks you own. If you have an Instagram page, take a picture of some of the steelbooks you own. And that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and tune in next time.